A very good morning, students. Welcome back to online course on data structures and algorithms. In our previous session, we have done the implementation of AVL trees. In that, we have seen different functions implementation, like your insert function implementation. Then we have also seen the delete node function and the traversal functions. The search function as well as the traversal function, we said it is exactly similar to your binary search trees, and the search function we have not implemented, but whereas the traversal function, the pre-order function I have written, and I have shown you using this pre-order function how we can display the internal nodes of an AVL tree. So quickly, in today's session, we'll be discussing the last concept in your fourth unit, that is heap data structure. Okay. Yeah, we'll go and we'll see what exactly this heap and how it is helpful in the data structure. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, all these concepts started with your binary basic tree terminologies, binary trees, threaded binary trees, binary search trees, AVL trees. All these we discussed, and we left with only this last concept, which is heaps. And in today's session, hopefully, we'll complete these heaps. Okay. And moreover, for these heaps, we are not doing any implementation. Only the concept-wise discussion we were doing. And I hope this one class is enough for this heaps concept to complete. And in our next session, we'll be starting your fifth unit. And in that, I'm planning to start with searching concepts first. Then we go for sorting and finally the graphs. So in your fifth unit, we have three concepts: searching, sorting, and graphs. So we'll go with the searching first, then we'll see the sorting, and finally the graph terminology and graph search concepts. With that, we'll conclude the complete data structures syllabus, hopefully. So let's just start this heaps concept. Yeah, the heap data structure, what exactly it is. It is a specialized binary tree based data structure. So it is also a tree data structure, and it is also a binary tree based data structure. So what do you mean by binary tree based data structure? In the sense, yeah, but the binary tree properties we have to apply on this heap. So we said in a binary tree, every node can have a maximum of only two nodes. Isn't it? A maximum of only two nodes. That means either it can have zero nodes, one node, or two nodes, not more than two. So as we said, a heap is a binary tree based data structure. Here also, all the nodes present inside your heap data structure, they need to have a maximum of only two nodes. Okay. So heap is a binary tree with special characteristics. It is basically a binary tree with special characteristics. What are those special characteristics? We will understand very soon. Okay. So as far as the heap is concerned, it is also a binary tree. We are not saying binary search or AVL tree. Okay, we are saying it as a binary tree. So we have to employ only the characteristics or only the properties related to your binary tree. So what is the binary tree characteristics? First of all, it has to be a binary. It has to be a tree. Then the property associated with this binary tree is all nodes present inside your binary tree must contain a maximum of two nodes. So here in heap also, all nodes will have only maximum of two nodes, that is 0, 1, or 2. So in a heap data structure, nodes are arranged based on their values. So here also the nodes are arranged based on their values, even though we will not call it as a binary search tree. See, in binary search tree also the nodes are arranged in an order based on their values, isn't it? But here, even though the values are arranged based on their values, so nodes are arranged based on their values, but here a different strategy we follow. Okay. A heap data structure, because of it is exhibiting the properties of binary search tree, we sometimes call this heap as a binary heap as well. We call this heap as a binary heap as well, because it is exhibiting the properties of binary tree. It is having the properties of binary tree, where all nodes are having either 0 or 1 or 2 nodes. So we also call these heaps as binary heaps. Okay, the heaps generally they can be of two types. Okay, heap data structure, it can be of two types, and we will study only max heaps over here. Okay, they are max heap and minimum heap, maximum heap and minimum heap. Okay, so here heaps are of two types, maximum heap and minimum heap, and we study only about maximum heap, and whatever strategy, whatever principle we study in maximum heap, exactly opposite to that one you can expect in minimum heap. Okay, see, wherever we are keeping maximum values in maximum heap, simply put the minimum values to get the minimum heap. That is the only difference between maximum heap and minimum heap. So that is the reason why we study about only maximum heap, and minimum heap you can do the implementation in your own terms. Okay, just wherever you are studying, when you are doing the research or when you are doing the study of maximum heap, wherever you are keeping the maximum values, just keep the minimum values to get the minimum heap. Okay, all operations, okay, the different set of operations what we can perform on maximum heaps, the same operations you can perform on minimum heap as well. Okay, so in, yeah, first of all see the definition of maximum heap, then I will also discuss the definition of minimum heap. Okay, so in a maximum heap, the key present at the root node must be greatest among the keys present in all its children. So in a tree data structure, the root node should be the highest value. Okay, the root node should be the highest value. This is the only definition that you have to remember. The root node should be the highest value in maximum heap. Okay, and highest value in the sense, when you are doing the comparison with all the other nodes present inside the tree, the root must be the highest value, and this principle you have to apply for all the other nodes. This principle you have to apply for all the other nodes. So whenever you are talking, when we are talking about a root, the root should have the maximum value. The root should have the maximum value among all the children present inside the tree. Okay, in a max heap, the key present at the root node must be greatest among the keys present in all of its children. The same property must be recursively true for all subtrees in the binary tree, or we can say the same property must be recursively true for all the nodes present inside the tree. Okay, root node must be the greatest for all the nodes. Root nodes must be greatest. This is the only property that you have to apply. And when you are doing the implementation, I mean, when we are discussing the concept of minimum heap, the opposite. So over there we said the root node must be maximum. Okay, the key present at the root node must be the greatest among all the keys present inside the tree, we said. Okay, so in minimum heap what will happen? Exactly reverse of it. In a minimum heap, the key present at the root node must be the minimum or must be the smallest. In a minimum heap, the key present at the root node must be the smallest among the keys present at all of its children. Okay, the root node must be the smallest in minimum heap and the root node must be the greatest in maximum heap. And the same property you have to apply recursively to all the nodes. In case of minimum heap, always the root node must be the greatest. In case of maximum heap, always the root node must be the greatest, and in case of minimum heap, always the root node must be the minimum. Okay, so uh, yeah, this is a heap data structure, a minimum heap and maximum heap. As you can see over here, in case of minimum heap, the root node always containing the minimum heap. If you consider the root node, this 10, this is the minimum among all other nodes, present inside the binary tree, present inside the tree. So this 10, when we are doing the comparison with 15, 30, it is minimum. With 40, 50, it is minimum. With 140, it is minimum. Likewise. So again, yeah, after considering the whole tree, what we do? we go for subtrees, isn't it? When you are doing this, all the children are having the maximum values and the root node is having the minimum value. When you are considering this, all the children are having the maximum value and the root is having the minimum value. Here also same thing. All children are having the maximum, the root is having minimum because it is a minimum heap. 40, because we don't have any children, we will consider this as minimum. 50, we don't have any children, so we consider this 50 as minimum. 100, we don't have any children, so same thing. 40 also same thing. If you don't have the children, it doesn't matter what value you have at that key. Okay, if you don't have any leaf nodes or if you don't have any children, then it doesn't matter. Or we can say at the leaf nodes, whatever values you are maintaining, it doesn't matter in case of minimum heap. Okay, coming to the maximum heap. Coming to the maximum heap, we said the root nodes must have the greatest value among all children. Among all children. So here when I'm talking about this particular root node, it is greatest among all children. You can see this tree, you can see this subtree, and your 100, it is greatest. For 40 also same thing. It is having two children, 10 and 15. They are smaller when compared to 40. 40 is the greatest. 50 same thing. 50, 40 we have. 50 equal. I mean equal also you can have. Okay. Here equal, here 40, it is greatest. 50 is greatest. So I mean leaf nodes, what values you are having, it doesn't matter because they are not having any children. So here we have maintained 10, 15, 50, 40 likewise. So it doesn't matter. Okay, hopefully you understood this heap structure, heap data structure concept, maximum heap, minimum heap. Always remember your root node in case of minimum heap, root node must have the minimum value. In case of maximum heap, root node must have the maximum value. And the same definition recursively we apply to all the nodes present inside the tree data structure, present inside the heap data structure. Remember this one. In case of minimum heap, root nodes must have the minimum values, and we apply this same definition to all the nodes present inside the heap data structure. In case of maximum heap, root node must have the maximum value, greatest value among all the children, among all children, and the same definition we apply to all the nodes present inside the heap data structure. So quickly go and see applications of heap. Yeah, to perform the heap sort. To perform the heap sort, we use this heap data structure, and very soon in your 5th unit we discuss the heap sort algorithm. Over there you will understand how this heap data structure is helpful in order to do the heap sort example or in order to write the heap sort algorithm. Then we have priority queues. The implementation we will not do, the priority queues. The priority queues we have in your data structures only, but not as part of your syllabus. But if you want to do the study of these priority queues, you can do it. You can do it. Then graph algorithms, to do some graph algorithms like finding the shortest path, minimum spanning trees, and all. We use this heap data structure, and that is also not there in our syllabus. So we only discuss as part of the examples, I mean as part of applications, but the implementation of these applications we will not do, and the concept wise discussion also we will not do. Simply remember applications of heap. To perform the heap sort, only that one we discuss in your 5th unit. Priority queues, we are not having any implementation, any discussion on them. And then graph algorithms, again here also we don't have any kind of discussion on these graph algorithms. Okay, so heaps, I mean heap data structure is helpful in these three. Okay, or heap data structure is applicable in these three. So then operations on heap. Okay, operations on heap, whether it is minimum or maximum, we can perform finding maximum. In case of maximum heap, we can perform finding maximum. In case of minimum heap, we can perform finding minimum, and insertion and deletion. Okay, so these three types of operations we can perform: finding maximum if it is a max heap, finding minimum if it is a minimum heap, and insertion and deletion, it is common in both the cases. So we will see how we can construct a tree data structure, I mean heap data structure, and from there we employ insertion, deletion, and finding maximum. Okay, so first we'll go with finding maximum value operation in a max heap. See, if it is a max heap and you are looking for maximum value, it is very easy. So as we said, always the root node will have the maximum value amongst all the children present inside the heap data structure. So if you are finding the maximum value inside a max heap, just visit the root node and get the value, because root itself have the maximum value in your heap data structure, in your max heap data structure. What I said, finding the maximum value, it is in a max heap, it is very simple, very easy, because as it is a max heap, your root node itself have the maximum value amongst all children. So simply visit the root node, get the value, that's enough. Visit the root node, get the value, that's enough. See, if we go to this data structure over here, max heap data structure, performing the finding maximum operation, what we have to do, because always the maximum value will be present at the root itself in case of a max heap. As you can see here, 100 is the maximum value amongst all the children, and that value simply visit and retrieve, you will get the maximum value. And finding minimum in case of a minimum heap, it is also very simple. Again, you have to visit the root node only, because root will have the minimum value, isn't it? Root will have the minimum value, so simply visit the root and get the value, that's enough. Visit the root and get the value, you will get the minimum value. Here, visit the root and get the value, you will get the maximum value. In case of max heap, you will find the maximum value simply by visiting the root node. In case of minimum heap, you will find the minimum value simply by visiting the root node, that's enough. Because in both the cases, either the maximum or the minimum value, the root node will have. The root node will have. So that is about finding maximum or finding minimum also we discussed. Finding minimum also we discussed. Finding minimum. See, to know the construction, how we can construct the what we call either maximum, either max heap or minimum heap, we have to know the insertion operation. So that we will do quickly. See, the insertion operation, it is very easy on a max heap. So we discuss in case of max heap, and the same rule we apply for minimum heap. The same rule we apply for minimum heap. Okay. So how we can perform the insertion operation in the sense, first insert the new node, whatever new node you have created, whatever new node you have to insert inside the max heap. We perform, we will go according to the level order traversal. You might be remembering level order traversal. Level by level from right to left we insert. Level by level from right to left we do the insertion. So you perform the same way. Okay. As the leaf node from left to right you insert. Okay. Insert the new node as the leaf node, as last leaf node from left to right. After that, compare new node value with its parent. Always you have to do this one. Compare the leaf node value or compare the new node value with its parent. If it is, in case of max heap, if it is smaller, then don't do anything. If it is greater, then swap both the values. If it is greater, then swap both the values. Repeat the above two steps, yani step 2 and step 3, until you reach the root node. Until you reach the root node, unless you reach the root node. Okay. What we have to do, insert the new node as the leaf node, last leaf node from left to right. Last leaf node from left to right, and start comparing with its parent. Start comparing with its parent and do this comparison. And if in the comparison, if the leaf node is having the greatest value, simply swap the parent and the leaf node and repeat this process till you reach the root node. Okay, till you reach the root node. So that thing we will understand very clearly. I will take some random nodes. Let us say 13, 21, minus 4, 19, 32. All these values, some random values I am taking. 73. Okay, 1, 4, 7. That's it. This is enough. So now I have to construct the max heap. I have to construct, what I am doing now, I am constructing the max heap, and the same algorithm, a 4-step algorithm, whatever we have just seen, this particular algorithm we follow. This particular algorithm we follow. So as when we are going for this 13, my root node is empty. Root node is null. So make this 13 as the root node. Make this 13 as the root node. Now we have to insert this 21. How, in what way we have to insert? From left to right. Last leaf from left to right we have to insert. So we have to make this 21 as the left to right we said. So we have to make this 21 as the left child of for this 13. So make 21 as left child. Then what we have to do the comparison of this leaf node and the root node. Okay, do the comparison of this leaf node and the root node, left side child and the root node. If, I mean, in case of max heap, if the child is greatest, if the child is greatest, what we have to do, simply swap. Here child is greatest, isn't it? 21 is greater than 31. So what we have to do, greater than 31. So simply swap these two. Simply swap these two. So what we have to do, how after swapping, what you will get, 21 will go up and 13 will come down. 13 will come down like this. 21 will go up and 13 will come down. So swapping we performed, and like this we got the max heap. So after that we have to insert -4. We have to insert -4. So that -4, how I have to insert? Yeah, simply go here and right to left, sorry, left to right we said. So left already failed. So make that -4 as right. So like this. Okay, again, after inserting, compare with root node. Compare with root node. If the leaf node is having smaller value, if the new node is having the smaller value, then don't do any swapping and leave it like this. Leave it like this, because -4, it is smaller than 13, so leave it like this. Then we go with 19. Then we go with 19. So 19, again we have to increase the level, because the first level is filled, second level is also, 0th level is filled and first level is also filled. Now we have to go for second level, and over there from left to right we have to move. So insert that 19 as the left node for this 13. Now what we have to do the comparison between this new node and the root node. Okay, new node is greatest and existing node, I mean the parent node is smaller. So what we have to do, simply swap, perform the swapping. So after swapping, what you will get? After swapping, what you will get? You will get 21. Okay, then 19 will come over here, then 13 will go down, then -4 you will be having over here. -4 you will be having over here. So our next node, that is 32, where we have to insert, like left to right at in level 1, sorry, level 2, left to right we have to move. 13 already we have as the left child, so make 32 as right child to this 19. So like this. After inserting, do the comparison. 32 with 19 you compare. So parent node smaller value, child node greatest value. So swap. Okay, swap these two. So after swapping, what we will get? After swapping, we will get like 21 intact, then 19 intact, then 13, then not 19, sorry, 21 intact. Then we are swapping, isn't it? We are swapping. So 32 will come up, and then 13 will come over here, then 19 will go down here, then -4 will have over here. See, we are at this, after swapping we are over here. We have, because the new node is over here. Again you have to compare this new node with its parent. You have to repeat the same thing until the tree root reached. Until the tree root reached. You have to perform the same comparison swapping operation until and unless the root node reaches, root node of the tree reaches. So now again this 32, compare with the root node 21. It is smaller, root node is smaller, and the child node, it is greater. So what we have to do, again you swap. Again you swap. Again you swap. So now how it will go? How it will become? Yeah, 21 you will get over here. Sorry, not 21. 31, 32. 32 you will get over here. Then 21 will come down. Then 13 you will have here. Then 19 you will have here. Then -4 you will have here, like this. So what is our next node in the tree? After 32 we have 73. Consider this 73 and make this 73 insertion in level order traversal. That is, after filling this left right, we have to move this sibling and we have to make this 73 insertion. 73 only, right? Yes, 73. Insert 73 here like this. 73. Now again, new node compare with the parent node. New node compare with the parent node. As new node is greater and parent node is smaller, perform the swap. Perform the swap. That swapping I'm performing over here. So what you will get? 32 on top you will get. Then here you have 21. Then here you have 13. Then here you have 19. Okay. After that, here 73 will go up and minus 4 will come down like this. Minus 4 will come down. Still we not reached the root node. Still one more comparison we have to do between this new node and the root node, parent node. So 73 when compared with 32, again 73 is greatest. So what we have to do? Perform swap. Perform swap. So after swapping, what you will get? 73, 73, then 73, here 21, here 13. Okay, here you will have 19. Here this side, okay, 32 will come down and minus 4 you will have like this. So this you will get. Okay, after that again what we have in our case? 1 we have. Insert the 1 as the right node to this 32. 1. Do the comparison between these two. No swapping, isn't it? No swapping, and already they are also in the right track. I mean, if even if you compare this 32 73, it doesn't mean, because we haven't changed anything from here. Okay, so like this we reached the root node and nothing needs to be swapped, because 1 it is the smallest value. Okay, nothing will change. Then again 4 we have to do the insertion. Here you can see what value we have to insert. We have to insert 4. After 1 we have to insert 4. So 4 where we insert, again this level is also full, isn't it? Because it is level 0 only 1, level 1 2, level 2 4, because 2 power 2 nodes we need at every level. So 4 nodes already filled, so we have to move to the next level and we have to start from left to right. So make that 4 insertion. 4 only, right? 4 or what? Yes, 4. Make that 4 insertion as the left node to this 13. As the left node to this 13. So 4 will come over here. So now do the comparison between this new node and the parent node. New node and parent node, do the comparison. And as new node is smaller, 4 is smaller than 13, no need to do the swapping. Let it like this. No need to do the swapping, and do the comparison. 13 21 already they are in order. Then 21 73 already they are no need to swap. Like after inserting 4 what we have? We have one more value, which is 7. We have to insert this 7, and that 7 again will come like this. Here it will come 7. So in this way all nodes we have completed, and we have performed the swapping also. We have performed, we have created the max heap. Now you can see every root node is greater than its children nodes. Every root node is greatest than its children node. 13 it's greatest among 4 and 17. 21 it's greatest among 13, 4, 7, 19. Okay, 32 it is greatest among minus 4 and 1. Then 73 it is greatest among all the trees, all the nodes of your tree. So like this. Minimum, how you have to construct the minimum tree, minimum heap, how you can construct the minimum heap with the same values. I will do the construction over here. Okay, like this I will move and I will do. First what we have to do? Insert 13. Insert 13, or 13 we are inserting. Then insert 21. Then insert 21. The same order traversal we have to perform. 13, then we have the 21. So when you are doing the insertion, compare the 21 with 13. And in previous case, whenever the child is having the greatest value with parent, we swapped, isn't it? Whenever the child is having the greatest value when compared with parent, we swapped. But over here we have to look for smallest value. If the child is having the smallest value or smaller value when compared with parent, do perform the swapping. As you can see, 21, it is not smaller than 13. It is greater than 13. So no need to perform any swapping. Go for the other node. What we have? Minus 4. Again, minus 4 we insert over here like this. Minus 4. Now, compare this minus 4 new node with 13 parent node. So minus 4 is smallest, 13 is greatest. So what we have to do? Perform swap. Swap. Always the root needs to be smaller in case of minimum heap. Now we are going for minimum heap. If it is a minimum heap, always the root node needs to be minimum. So perform the swap. So what will happen after swap? Minus 1, minus 4 will come on top. Then 21 will remain intact. Then 13 will come down. 13 will come down like this. So next thing, perform 19. Okay, this level is also full. So we go to the next level and we insert 19. We insert 19. Again, perform the comparison. Here, the the child node is having the smallest value when compared with parent node. So perform the swap. Perform swap. So after swapping, what you will get? Minus 4. Then you will get 19. Then you will get 21. Just give me some time. Here 21. Then here you will have 30 like this. Okay. So what is the next node? We have 32. That 32 you insert over here like this. Compare this 32 with 19. 32 is greatest, 19 is smaller. So no need to change anything. Okay. Then again go with 73. 73 we insert over here like this. 73. And when after inserting 73, compare this 73 with 13. Root node is smaller, child node is greater. So no need to swap. Okay. Then again we have 1. Do the insertion of 1 over here like this. Do the insertion of 1 over here like this. Then what will happen? Yeah, new node compare with 13. New node compare with 13. New node is smaller. Parent is greater. So swap. So after swapping, what we will get? After swapping, yeah, you will get like this. Minus 4. Sorry, not minus 4. Yeah, minus 4 only. Minus 4. Then 19. Then 21. Yeah, this side we have 32. And over here we have 13. Not 13. We are swapping, right? So you have 1. Then 73. 73. Then this side it is 13. So like this. This side it is 13. Like this we got. So now again, to compare this one with minus 4. 1 with minus 4. Because till we have to do the comparison till we reach the root node. When compared 1 with minus 4 is smaller. So don't do any change. Keep it like this. Okay. So the next thing, after 1 we have 4 to insert. That 4, because this level is also full. This level is also full. That 4 where we insert? Yeah, we insert that 4 something like this. Over here we insert. Like this we insert. So now after inserting 4, do the comparison between 4 and 21. 4 is smaller. So perform swap. Perform swap. After swap, what you will get? After swap, you will get minus 4. Okay. Then 19. Then 4. Then 21. Okay. Then here this side 32. Then this side 1. Here 73. Here 13. Like this we get. So now after again compare this 4 with 19. 4 is smaller, 19 is bigger. So swap. Again you swap. Here also you swap. So now what will happen after swapping? Yeah, minus 4. Then you will have 19. Not 19, 4. Then you will have 19 because we are swapping. This 4 and 19 we are swapping. So then we have 21. Okay, then we have here 32. Here we have 1. Then here we have 73. And finally here we have 13. Here we have 13. Okay, so the next thing, next value, what value we have to insert? Finally 7 we have to insert. That 7 where it will go? Yeah, it will come. That 17, that 7 will come like this. Okay, again 7 when compared with 19, 19 is greater, 7 is smaller. So to perform the swap operation. So after swap, what we will get? Yeah, minus 4 will remain intact. Then we have 4. Then we have 7 because we are swapping now 19 and 7. Then we have 21 and this side we have 19. Okay, for 4 we have like this 32 and this side we have 1, this side we have 73 and here we have 13. So like this. See, in both the cases, in maximum heap, finding the maximum value, it is very easy, isn't it? In maximum heap, yeah, this is our final structure of maximum heap. This is your max heap. So finding the maximum value in max heap, it is very easy. Just get the root node 73. We'll get the maximum heap, isn't it? Just get the root node 73. You will get the maximum heap. And in case of minimum heap, finding the minimum value is very easy. Just get the root node. Minus 4 is the minimum. So in this way, when you do the construction of the maximum heap, automatically the maximum value will reach the root node. And when you do the construction of minimum heap, automatically the minimum value will reach the root node. Okay. So finding the maximum, finding the minimum, it is very simple. And insertion also we discussed. How we are inserting every node into the tree heap data structure. That is also we discussed. So now we have to discuss the what we call the deletion operation. Deletion operation either on a max heap or on a minimum heap. So deletion operation, it is very easy. So always the deletion operation will be performed at the root node itself. Always the deletion operation will be performed at the root node and will go in reverse order. Okay. So first, let us assume you have a tree data structure something like this. So we will go to the max heap and we'll do the deletion. So a tree data structure, a max heap data structure like this. You have a max heap data structure like this one. So and what I want to perform the deletion operation. Deletion operation I want to perform. So always the deletion operation we perform at the what we call the root node. Always we perform the deletion operation at the root node. And after performing, I mean, how we can do the deletion means simply what we have to do. I mean, find out the last leaf node. Finding out the last leaf node. Last leaf node in the sense, in the level order traversal, whatever node you encounter as the last node. Whatever node you encounter as the last node, simply select that node as the last node. Consider that node as the last node. So in level order traversal, at this level, level 0, we have only one node. At level 1, we have two nodes, and this is my last node of the order. And in the second level, we have the 4 nodes, and this is my last node. And at the third level, we have only 2 nodes, and this is my last node. So in the entire level order traversal, this node will become my last node. This 7 will become my last node. Okay. So here we have 1, here we have 2, here we have 4, here we have, like this we move, isn't it? When you do the level order traversal, how you do? First we print 73, then 21, 32, 13, 19, minus 4, 1, 4, 7. In this way we do level order traversal. So last node in level order traversal you have to select. And this is my last leaf node in the level order traversal. So what I have to do? Simply swap this last node with the root node. Swap this last node with the root node. So you have to perform the swapping between these two, between this node and this node. Swap. So always remember, we can delete only the root node either in max heap or in minimum heap. We can delete only the root node, and that I am showing. I have decided that I will delete this 73 because 73 is root node. So now I am showing how we can perform the deletion. And we said we can delete only the root node. In case of minimum heap or in case of maximum heap, we can delete only the root node. And that I am doing now. I am deleting the root node. So how we are deleting? First of all, the step 1 is just go to the algorithm and check the algorithm first. In a maximum heap, deleting the last node is very simple as it does not disturb the max heap property. Simply you delete that one. Deleting root node from a max heap is little difficult as it disturbs the max heap property. So deleting a max heap or deleting a root node in max heap or minimum heap always happens at the root node. So only the root node to remove the maximum heap or minimum heap value. We can't delete any other node. Simply remember this one. What node we can delete? Yeah, of course, you can delete the leaf nodes, but deleting the leaf nodes does not disturb the tree data structure or heap data structure. So it is meaningless. I mean, discussing that example, it is meaningless. So what we were doing, we were changing, I mean, we were discussing the complex example, that is deleting the root node itself. Deleting the root node, that is the most difficult example or most difficult part. So how we are deleting that one? Simply find the last leaf node. Find the last leaf node and swap the root node with the last leaf node. Swap the root node with the last leaf node. Then what we have to do? Delete that node. Delete the leaf node. And after that, perform the comparison and swapping until your tree data structure or heap data structure will formulate. Okay, until your tree data structure will formulate itself. Okay, how we do that one is, yes, quickly go to that. See, after swapping, you just remember, I mean, whether you have swapped in the left subtree or right subtree, that you have to remember. Whether you have swapped the left subtree or right subtree, that you have to remember. So simply what we have to do now, yeah, after swapping, draw the structure now. So 7 will come on top as it is a max heap. 7 will come on top, 21 will come over here, 13 will come over here, then 4 will come over here, then for this 73 will come over here because we swapped, then 19 will come over here, and this side we have 32, and then we have -4, here we have 1. Okay, so after doing like this, after swapping, simply delete this node, delete this node. After deleting, what we will get? After deleting, yes, 7 we have, okay, then 21 we have, okay, then what else we have? Like 13 we have, then 4 we have over here, then 19 we have, like this, then 32 we have, then -4 we have, then 1 we have. See, after doing like this, now you have the smallest node, I mean 7 node at the root node. So in order to do the what we call uh, um, arrangement, or we can say swapping, further swapping, you have to consider this 21, this 32, and this 7. Okay, among these three, just find out the maximum. Just find out the maximum. Which one is maximum? 32 is maximum, isn't it? 32 is maximum. So what we have to do? Simply swap these two. Simply swap these two. Remember this logic. It is very, very important. Swap these two. So what will happen after swapping? After swapping, 7 will come up, sorry, 32 will come up. Then we have here 21 and this side 7. Okay, here we have 13, then 19, then 4, and this side we have -4, and this side we have 1, like this. See, again, the tree, I mean, yeah, you have to do this type of comparison till you reach the leaf nodes. Till you reach the leaf nodes. Now you compare this 7 with this -4 and 1. And 7 as it is greater, don't do any swapping. Don't do any swapping. If at all any of the children is having the maximum value, do the swapping. Over here, no children is having the maximum value. Root itself having the maximum value, so no need to swap. Maintain as it is. And we reached the leaf node, so we don't do anything further. We don't do anything further. So in this way, we can delete any of the nodes. So now again, you perform one more deletion. One more deletion, that is nothing but 32 you delete. How we delete? Again, you find out the last leaf node in level order traversal, that is 4, isn't it? Last leaf node in level order traversal is 4. So swap 4 value with 32, root node value. Swap 4 with 32. So what you will get now? 4 will reach the top root node, then 21 will come over here, then 7 will come over here, then here this side 13 will come, then you have 19, okay, then you have -4, then you have 1, then you have, and in place of 4 you will be having 32, like this. So after doing like this, delete this 32, delete this 32. So after deleting, what we will get? After deleting, sorry, after deleting you will get like this: 4, then you have 21, then you have 13, this side you have 19, okay, and this side you have 7, this side you have -4, and this side you have 1, like this you will get after deleting 32. So now again compare between 4, 21 and 7, which one is greatest? 21 is greatest, so do the swapping between these two. Do the swapping between these two. When you are coming from top to bottom, you have to do the comparison with both children. When you are going from bottom to up, as you have only one parent, do the comparison with parent only. Okay. Now root node, it is having two children, so you have to compare the root node value with two children. So as 21, left side child is having the greatest value, so do the swapping. Okay, do the swapping. Now again, what we have to do after swapping, what you will get? After swapping, 21 will go up, isn't it? 21 will go up, then 4 will come down, then 13 you have, then 19 you have, this side here you have 7, here you have -4, here you have 1, okay, here you have 1, like this. Again, even after this swapping, still 4 you have to compare with two of its children, that is 13 and 19. So when I'm doing the comparison between 4, 13 and 19, 19 is the greatest, isn't it? 19 is the greatest, so I have to swap this 19 with 4. I have to swap this 19 with 4. So after that, what you will get? 21 will be the root, then 19 will come up, then 13 as the left child, and 4 as the right child. 4 as the right child. Then here 7, here -4, and here 1. Again, you can check it is satisfying the max heap property. It is satisfying the max heap. It is satisfying the max heap. Okay, like this. So the same thing shall we do for minimum heap? Minimum heap somewhere here we have drawn. Yeah, this thing I guess. This is my minimum heap, isn't it? So I want to delete the root node. 4, -4 I want to delete. So again, in level order traversal, find out the last leaf, that is 19. So what I have to do? I have to swap this 19 with -4. Swap this 19 with -4. So simply swap. Perform the swapping. So after swapping, what will happen? -4 will come down, 19 will go up. So 19 on root on top. So this is for minimum heap we are doing. Always remember, this is for minimum heap we are doing, because only simply less than greater than we are shifting. In the previous case, we always maintain the root as the greatest, but now we maintain root as smallest. That is the only difference between minimum heap and maximum heap. Just to give some awareness, I am doing this exercise. Okay, so 19, then here you will have 4, then for 4 you will have 7, and then for 7 you will have what it is? It is 21. So you will have 21, like this. So for this 7 we are swapping with -4, so the -4 will come over here, like this. Then for 4 we have 32, 32 will remain intact. Then for 19, this side we have 1, and then we have 73, then we have 13, like this. So now after swapping, delete this 4 root node, whatever swapping we have done, delete that one. So after deleting, what you will get? You will get like this: 19, okay, 4, then 7, then 21. This side nothing. Here 4, you will get 32. Then here you will get 1. Here you will get 73. And here you will get 30. So now it is not a minimum heap. It is not a minimum heap, isn't it? You have here 4, 1, here 19. So do the comparison between these three and look for the smallest value. Do the comparison between these three and look for the smallest value. Which one is smallest? 1 is smallest. So shift the 1 to the root. Shift this one to the root. Okay. Do the swapping like this between 19 and 1. Do the swapping between these two, 19 and 1. So what will happen? 1 will go up, okay, then 4 will remain as it is, then 7 will remain as it is, then 21 will remain as it is intact. Here you will have 32, and this side you will have 19, sorry, 19, and this side you have 73, and this side you have 13. So once again, do the comparison between 19, 13 and 73. 13 is the smallest, so swap. 13 is the smallest, so swap. So after swapping, what you will get? You will get like this. 1 will remain as it is, 4, this side 7, here 32, this side 21, and this side you will be having what? 13 will come up, then you have 73, here you have 19. So like this you will get. Like this you will get. And it is a minimum heap. You can do the comparison. It is a minimum heap. It is a minimum heap. So delete one more node, one more root node. So 1 I want to delete. 1 I want to delete. So find out the last leaf node in the level order traversal, that is 21. See, as you can see, this level full, this level full, this level full, this level we have 21. When you are traversing from left to right, this is the only node you have. So this you have to swap, sorry, this you have to swap, this 21 you have to swap with 1. Okay, 21 you have to swap with 1. So what will happen? To delete 1, you have to swap that 1 with 21. So 21 will come up, 21 will become the root node, 21 will become the root node. Then you have 4, then you have 7, then you have 1 will come down. Okay, here you have 32, and here you have 13, and here you have 73, and finally the 19. So 1 you can delete. Okay, 1 you can delete. Already we deleted. So after deletion you will get 21, then 4, then 7. Okay, this side 32. Okay, this side you will be having 13. Okay, here 73, and this side 19. Okay, 73 and 19. So next thing, it is not a heap, minimum heap. So what you have to do, compare the root with 4 and 3. Which one is smaller? 4 is smaller. So swap these two. Swap these two. Okay, here you perform the swap. So 21 will come down, 4 will go up. Okay, 21 will come down, 4 will go up. So 4, then we were having 21, then we were having 7, this side we were having 32. Okay, here 13, then 73, then 19, then 19. Next thing, compare this 21 with 7 and 32. Which one is smaller? 7 is smaller. So perform the swap like this. Perform the swap here. So after performing the swap, what will happen? After performing this swap, 4 will remain intact, then 7 will go up, 21 will come down, this side you'll be having 32, and here you have 13, and here you have 73, and this side you have 19. It is a minimum heap. It is a minimum heap, you can see. Because when you have swapped already 21 with 7, already you are reaching the leaf node, and this is a minimum heap. You can perform in this way both maximum and minimum heap. See, in your notes we have the discussion on only the maximum heap. We don't have any discussion on minimum heap. The minimum heap, when you do the maximum heap, by default you are you're learning minimum heap as well. Just you have to in maximum heap always we look for greatest value. In minimum heap you look for minimum value. That's it. That is the only difference between maximum heap and minimum heap. The implementation, the concept, the deletion, everything we have seen with respect to your both the heap data structures, minimum heap as well as maximum heap data structure. So this is the end of your fourth unit, and inshallah in my next class I'm going to start your fourth unit, and as we said, in one class I will wind up the searching concept. Two searching operations, linear search, binary search, that we have already discussed in your first semester. First year, first semester, searching operations, linear search, binary search. The same concept once again I will explain, and I will give the programs as well related to that one. Then we will go for sortings, like 6 or 7 sorting techniques we have, including your bubble sort, insertion sort, what we discussed in first year. Including those two, 5 more techniques we have to discuss, including the implementations. All linear search, binary search, and all 5 sorting techniques we have to discuss the implementation as well. And after the implementation of these sorting techniques, we have to go for graph terminologies. Only the basics we discuss in graphs, including searching operations like depth first search, breadth first search we have over there. Those searching operations we will discuss. Okay, that's it. We will conclude your fifth unit as well. And we'll, if time permits, we'll do the revision as well. And students, if you have any doubts, approach me, because I know everything we are doing online mode, definitely you people will have a lots of doubts, and don't wait for anybody to call you for the college. I will be available 24 by 7 in the college. I mean, during the working hours, not sorry, not 24 by 7. During the working hours, I will be available in the college, and I will be available 24 by 7 online. Even if I am not seeing your messages, I will, after seeing, I will definitely give the reply. So what I mean by 24/7 is online I will be available 24 by 7. Okay, hopefully you understood this concept, today's concept, that is heap data structure. It is one of the important data structure that you can expect in your external exams. So AVL trees, heap, binary search tree, binary tree. These 4 concepts, they are very, very, very important in your 4th unit. And we don't have any other thing to, thing that they can frame the question. Isn't it? Only these things we have in your 4th unit. So prepare these concepts perfectly and be ready for your exams. And 5th unit also you can focus. And as I said, uh, give some less importance. If you are going for the exam preparation point of view, scoring point of view, give less preference to the 3rd unit because it is very vast. First, second, fourth, fifth, you can give full privilege, full effort you can show on these units in preparation. Okay, and your 4th unit, it is a heavyweight unit. More questions they will ask from 4th unit. Thank you very much, students.